on, right hand. Wax off, left hand. Wax on, wax off. Breathe in through nose, out the mouth.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel, and thank you for joining. Now, in today's episode, we're gonna go through some tactics today. Okay, we're gonna try to be a little bit smart today. Just calm it down. Okay, we're gonna go through some tactics, and we're gonna go for some possible team changes, different scenarios, and then I'm gonna show you the one that I really like. The one I'm gonna do. Which I'll probably change later on anyway, like last week. Well, this week I'm trying not to change it, okay? I'm going to keep it. Anyway, let's go through all the scenarios now and some tactics. We have a thank you to make. Special thank you. It goes out to Luke Donlon. Okay, Luke Donlon. And he's donated $15. And he says here, Scodfather has spiraled out of YouTube norm into legendary. Just calm it down. Now, first up, I've gone to the AFL website. I'm looking at the bye rounds. Okay, now I'm planning for the bye rounds. So I'm looking at the round 15 bye. This is supposed to be the toughest spot, one of the toughest ones, because there's 6 teams in it. The only problem is in this bye round, we have Adelaide. I don't really like any players from Adelaide at the moment. Okay, we have Collingwood. There's only Dacos that I really like at Collingwood. We have the Dogs. The good players are the Dogs. You got the Bont, you got Libba, and you've got the Ruckman English. So there's 3 players there that I like. So between the 3 now there's 4, but we're not going to have Libba. So there's 3. At Hawthorn, there's nobody that I like. Okay, I'm not going to have anyone from Hawthorn. So Hawks the pass. From St Kilda, there's only Marshall and Steele. That's it. There's nobody else. Well, there are the defenders that the halfback defenders, but I don't have any of those at the moment. So there's nobody at St Kilda that I actually like. At Richmond, there's nobody. Okay, maybe Bolton later on. Maybe that's about it. Okay, so round 15 bye. If you can pick up some players from this bye round. It's actually ideal, but the problem is there's nobody I like, and if there is, I will accept Steele. I don't have him. Okay, now the round 15 bye, the round 14 bye, which we've discussed before. Where's round 14 bye? Okay, every team has players I like. Well, Carlton's now got Walsh. I like Walsh. The Suns have a lot of good players. Okay. The Cats have got Stewart, which I'm going to try to avoid and pick him up in round 15 if I can. Essendon have Zach Merritt and have the Spud. Okay, Martin, he's in there as well. Melbourne has Clayton Oliver, who we're going to target. And they also have Petrarca. The Eagles have Elliot Yeo, which we have. And they have the Governor, which we have. Okay, they have 2 of our players. So we have a round 14 problem. Now, we're looking at our spuds now, and we need a plan. Okay, now, here's the plan. Now, round 12, because this is the time, round 12, round 13, round 14, and round 15. This is when you separate yourself from the leaders, or you catch up to the leaders. These are the 4 rounds. So we need to set up our team based on these 4 rounds now. Okay. Now, in round 12, how many primos do we think we'll have? Okay. Now, we need to have minimum 20 primos. Okay. If we don't have 20 primos by round 12, we're in big trouble, all right? Now, we're in round 5 now, so we've still got 7 rounds to go before round 12. Actually, we're in round 6, so we're going to start round 6. Now, how many primos are we going to have in round 6? I counted 16, okay? So we just need 4 more primos to get in 6 rounds, okay? I think we can manage this, okay? Now, in round 13, we need to have minimum 21 primos. Okay. By round 14, we need to be full primo, minimum of 22. Okay, there's a 2 there somewhere. There it is. 22 primos we need by round 14. Around 15, we want to bring in an extra one. Minimum 23 primos. Okay, now this is vital. I'm going to show you why now. Now, round 12, okay, how many players? If we have 20 primos, I want 15 of them, okay, 15 playing, all right, so which means we want 5 missing, all right. In round 13, if there's 21 primos, okay, I want at least 16 playing. Now, the problem's going to be in round 14. In round 14, if we have... Actually, in round 13, I want 18 playing, okay? That means we're going to have 3 missing. The 3 missing in round 13... All right, let's go to round 13. The 3 missing will be Ryan and Sorong. We can actually get one more, okay? One more player that has around 13 by and fit him in here, which will then give us 18 players, full primo team in round 13. Provided no one gets injured, of course, or suspended, just come it down, because that always happens. Now, so... if we're going to have 18, we can afford to be missing 3 of them, and we only got 2, so we can get one more. Probably going to be Butters in there, all right? So that will give us 18 playing. Now, in round 14, how many do we need playing? It's going to be 15, okay? We're going to go down. We're going to go to 15 playing. So if we got 15 playing, that means we're going to have 7 buy-round players that week. Now, 7 in round 14 is very easy. Round 14 is very tough. Now, who's the 7? Now, we've got a lot already. Okay, now, Gorn is 1. Raoul is 2, all right? That's guaranteed. Flanders, which we don't have yet. Let's just say Graham's Flanders. That'll be 3. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3. McGovern and Yo. That's 4 and 5. Okay? Martin is 6. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players already in that buy round missing. So there are players like Oliver, Petrarca. There's a few that we can't bring in. However, we have another plan for that. We're going to trade out probably a sideways trade of Yo. Get rid of Yo and bring in somebody else here that's going to cover it. So it should still be okay. Problem is it can't be Stewart's. So it has to be... because Stewart also has that buy. So it probably has to be Houston or somebody like that to cover here. So Yo will eventually go and become a Houston. That's the plan, okay? So that's what we're going to do. If that's the case, then we're going to have most likely... Actually, no, we could do that in round 14. So there'll be no problems, all right? So we could do that. Anyway, let's continue with this plan. So if we got 15 playing in round, so we're going to have 3 rookies playing. That's the plan, right? So we're going to have 15 primos and 3 rookies. That's going to be our worst round, buy round, but a lot of teams are going to struggle this buy round, okay? Now, in round 15, we're going to have 23 primos minimum. If we have 23 primos, you want to have at least 16 playing. We're probably going to have more. We're probably going to have 18 playing. 18 primos playing, because if you look at round 15, who's missing? Well, we're not going to own King anyway. Crouch we're not going to have. So there's going to be the Bont missing. We're going to lose a ruckman here because it's going to be a St Kilda or a Bulldogs ruck. So we're going to be missing a ruck here. So that's 1, 2. We've got Dacos missing. That's 3. Okay. We may bring in Steele. So that's 4. That's 4 missing. From 23. We can actually even bring in 1 more, and there's no one else to bring in. Maybe we'll have Bolton, so that'll be the 5. So we'll have a full primo team for round 15. That'll be full primo. So the players that we need to bring in for this round are going to be, let's go down here. So we need to bring in Steele, okay? We need to bring in English, and possibly Bolton. Okay, we're not sure yet if Bolton. We're gonna get a price drop on Bolton, and we'll eventually get him. So that'll be the three players we need for that round 15, and we're covered. Okay, it's only going to be round 14. It's going to be a problem. Now, before I start picking and taking out players, let's go to players. All right, let's put the filter on under 3 games, and let's put the filter down. We're only going cheap, all right, because we need the cash to bring in the primo. If we spend 200k on a rookie, that's 100k less or 80k less we're going to spend on a primo. So I need as much cash as possible now for the primos. It's time to be a tight ass there. Just come a deal. Anyway, so who are the rookies that we can target now? All right, let's look at them. Okay, we've already got Klossy, we've already got Graham. We don't want to have Dean. Okay, Ramsden we're not interested in. Naismith we already have. So it's going to be Nguyen, okay, Drury, McCullough, and Garcia. Okay, that's the 4 that we're going to target. There's nobody else. So let's see how these ones pan out. So if we get, let's go back to our team now. So I only got 4 rookies to target. We're going to only get one of them this week. So there's going to be 2 targets next week. Because we're going to use our boost again, okay? We're going to have no more boosts, but that's not a problem. Now, because we've already got 16 primos, so we're well ahead of the primo department. We worked hard to get here. So, which primos are we going to get? Okay, so Crouch is not going to be a top 8, all right? He's got to buy this round. Good time to get rid of him, all right? And he's got a high break-even. He's break-even. Let's have a look. Break even 116. He may get it, he may not. Okay, but there's no point. We don't need him. All right. So Crouch is gone. Sanders is a player I want to keep. All right. Break even of 49. He's already made 125k cash. Now I'd love to keep Sanders. Now Sanders may make another. Let's say he goes at 70s. Okay. The first 2 weeks he's not going to make much. He may go to 350k, all right, Sanders. Now, 350k, he's on free. He's going to make another 40 or 50k. But the 40 or 50k that Sanders is going to make, okay, and we're also going to trade out King, okay, because that was a flop. The Spud's gone. He's at Gilligan's Island right now. If you haven't watched the latest video, the Spud is in Gilligan's Island. Anyway, Crouch, Sanders, and King. Okay, now King we're not going to miss much. Sanders has been a sub lately, and Crouch has been a spud as well. So we're going to bring in, let's go here to North Melbourne. Rookies. We're going to bring in Nguyen. So Nguyen comes in. We're going to go to Adelaide. Sorry, we're not going to Adelaide. We're going to Brisbane. All right. I'm going to bring in Zorko. Now Zorko's break-even is 88. He's probably going to make, let's have a look, probably going to make, if he goes 117, which he probably will, okay, 110, he's going to make about 30 or 40k on top. He's going to be above 550k, all right, so, and that's if he goes at 100s, and he's been scoring at 116s, 127s, also a 96, but not much action against North Melbourne. So these two, a bit more action here. And he's playing at the Gabba, okay? And the Gabba against Collingwood will score a 127, plays against Geelong at the Gabba, plays against Gold Coast at the Gabba, and GWS at Monica Oval. Anyway, so I think with the role he's got, he can go about 110 now. That role is really good for him. I have no fear bringing in Zorko. So Zorko comes in. Now, the next player I want is going to be a player that I can captain or vice-captain every week. And this one I have no fear with as well. And that's going to be Sam Walsh. He's got the round 14 bye. Okay, I understand. Okay, we just talked about it. But there's no point being too scared of the bye rounds if you're not going to bring in the players you want, okay? Because these players are going to play another 9 rounds before that round 14 bye round, or 8 rounds. Actually, 7 rounds, okay? So anyway, he's going to play 7 more games before his bye. So I'll take the 7 rounds. Hopefully get some big scores. He's capable of scoring massive. So that leaves me 4,200. That's why I had to get rid of Sanders. So this is plan A, all right? And this is most likely going to be my plan. This is the one I like the most. So now, plan B, all right, I'll just show it to you quickly. Plan B was no Walsh, all right, and I was going to bring in, where is he? The Gold Coast boy, the one I don't have yet. Okay, Flanders. I was going to bring in Flanders instead, but I'd rather have Walsh. I'll get Flanders later on. Okay, so Flanders can wait, and I'll get Walsh. Anyway, so let's cancel that. Okay, now with this team now. My round 12 bye, I'm maxed out. I can't get any more. I've already got Sheasels. I've got Green. That's 2, all right? I've got Zorko. That's 3. And I've got Powell. That's 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get one more. Okay, actually, I'll be getting one more. Will I? No. 1, 2, 3, 4. I won't have Sherry because I'll have English here. So I only got 4. So going back to my list here, we said 5, so we'll have 16 playing. All right, so that's not too bad because there's nobody else that I want from North Melbourne, primo-wise. There's nobody else I want from... is there? From... No, I don't think there is from GWS. Nobody else I want from them. There's no one else from Brisbane at the moment. That's about it. Okay, so I'm happy with that. So we've got 4. So we're going to have 16 players in that round 12 bye. So it's not too bad. The problem is going to be the round 14 bye, but we're going to fix that up. So it's okay. Now, let's go to our next plan. Actually, before we go to our next plan, I just want to show you what this is going to all look like. Okay, because the forward line looks a mess. Okay, now I'm going to show you quickly. Let's optimize all this. Okay, so Zorko is going to switch with Wilson. Right, so he goes in the mid. He goes directly into the forward line. We're gonna be stuck for a week with Cadman and Kamis. Okay, or actually, Kamis can be replaced by Nguyen. Okay, so we've really got Darcy and Cadman, the 2-week links right here. I think Nguyen has got a role that's good enough to go 80s. So these two, Darcy can go 80s as well. So Cadman's our weak link. Now, in our back line, we're too strong. We've got Williams on a bench, okay? So we don't want that. So we'll switch with Yo here, and we'll put Williams on field, which means that Graham goes on the bench, all right? And our midfield, we have Yo at M7, all right? And that's quite strong for now, okay? Then Yo will eventually go back there once I trade out Williams. Even Martin will go back there. So we've got Roberts playing on field as the M8 and Yo at M7. This is quite strong. So I actually don't need these bench players. So our only problem, and we can actually interact between Graham, Clossy and Williams to sort of work out which one's better. So our only problem is these two here. And we're going to fix that next. That'll be our next thing to fix. Now my next option... was going to be to keep Crouch and Sanders, okay, because I really want to keep Sanders, okay, but I've got a couple of questions with Sanders, all right? Now, if I put him in a forward line and play him on field, and then he gives me out a 46, okay, it's disaster. I want someone reliable, and Sanders has, it's not that Sanders is the problem, it's Bevo, okay? We have a Bevo problem. So I can't trust Bevo to give Sanders a full game. Look, copping a 46 is disaster. Okay, so that's why I was going to get rid of Sanders this week because I don't want no headaches. Okay, and Crouch is another problem. If I keep Crouch, what am I going to do with him? Okay, because Adelaide have so many midfielders going in there now. They're just changing things around. He may even get subbed out. I have no idea how Adelaide's going to operate now with their midfield. So that's why I got rid of Crouch. So the other option was going to be trading out King, all right? Trading out 2 rookies, let's just say Carroll and Kamis for now, and bringing in, let's say, our Butters and 2 rookies, okay? So let's go under 3 games, players I can afford, and the 2 rookies was going to be Yun, okay, Biggie, and Garcia, all right? That gives me enough cash. That was going to be the plan, and to complete the trade. But these will be my trades this week. It's locked in. So it's Crouch, King, and Sanders out, Walsh, Zorko, and Biggie in. Now, our forward line is nearly there. Okay, we're possibly 2 players short at the moment because actually complete a trade. I'm just going to show you something. We're even just 1 player short at the moment in the forward line, and I'll get him in 2 weeks' time. And that's going to be, I'll just show you why. Let's put Heaney back on field. And let's put Yun there. Darcy, okay. If Darcy can go 80s, and Yun can go 80s as well, both of them can go 80s, they're holding up a good spot there. I'm happy with that. I just need another player here that can go 100 plus, okay? And we're pretty much set. Then I'll start building on the rest of the midfield because the defense is already set. Let me show you something in regards to Darcy. It just came out on Twitter just recently. This was tweeted by Honeyball, and it says here, Tim English, Western Bulldogs coach Luke Beveridge says you're seeing some change. Okay, we know that within the inside mid area and even the ruck area, with Sam Darcy playing a bit more ruck and Tim English playing a bit more forward. Now, what is that telling us? Well, it looks like there's going to be a 60-40, okay? This is not good for Tim English, but this is very good for Sam Darcy. And it helps Sam Darcy get these 80 points that we need from him. So I'm happy to hold Sam Darcy a bit longer now as a possible keeper. Well, not keeper, but well, at least a placeholder for a long time until I get that midfield sorted out. Now, you may be wondering, why have I chosen an old man, a grandpa like Zorko? Well, there's nobody else in the forward line. There's Heaney. Okay, there's Flanders, which I don't have. I just don't have the cash for him. He's 30k short. I couldn't get him. That should be about 40k. Well, if King had scored another 40 points, I would have had Flanders, but King didn't do it. So King lost me cash. So I couldn't get Flanders. There's Luke Jackson, who's on a spiral going downwards. It's like an aeroplane crash right now. So Jackson's there. Mackay is not doing it. Well, and then there's Zorko. Who else is there? Okay, well, there's Bolton. Okay, so he's almost going to be a top 6. There's Powell. There could be Adams. Okay, we're not sure, 100% sure on the role yet. It looks like he's going to play half forward. So I'm not sure if Adams is even a top 6. Rankin, possibly. Okay, we're going to check him out. Not sold yet, so we're not sure. Well, we're going to find out. That's it. There's nobody else. Liam Baker, maybe, but I don't think so. Okay, and I'm a Richmond supporter. Nat Fife, possibly top 6. Scored 81. He's doing okay for a forward. That's pretty much the going rate right now. That's why I don't mind now. Yun, okay, 89. He came out of nowhere. Okay, so there's a bonus. We have Captain's Corner coming soon, probably tonight or maybe tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow morning. Some interesting selections. A lot of them have gone different this week, so you're gonna see all the shock decisions just coming down. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you for joining, and remember one thing: it's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. Ciao for now.
That's all, folks.